Hey everybody!
Hi, everyone.
I'm Seda.
And I'm Thea, and I'm super creepy today.
Yep. You may have noticed that we're not in our normal
Normal
attire.
outfit.
No.
No.
We're both wearing a little sneak peek to our Samhain costumes,
Mm-hmm.
which I have to admit I'm rocking this wig a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so not used to having long hair, and it feels so different.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be evil, and therefore it makes sense that I have a bird mask.
Yeah. So, I have a little game for you guys, actually. I kind of want to see if you guys can guess what our Halloween costumes are going to be.
Based off of this.
Yes. The what she's wearing right now, what you can see, is going to be
Part of the costume. There's a couple other pieces that are missing.
Yep.
But this is most of it. This is the large majority of it.
Yep. And this wig and this top are the two pieces of my costume, plus this little cape.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm also going to be randomly putting on parts of my costume throughout my videos now until Samhain is over.
Yes, and it's going to be super fun. I'm so excited.
Don't be scared if we are talking about something and just randomly in the middle of it, I'll leave and come back with this thing on and just go, ah!
But yeah, so obviously this isn't our full costumes. It leaves a little bit to the imagination with guessing what our costumes are going to be.
So yeah, comment below what you think our costumes are going to be, and we'll wear our full costumes in a reveal episode on Samhain.
Or just before. We'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be around that time though, and we'll wear the full costumes.
Yes.
Which will be super fun. So
I like that I have a beak.
Yeah, I like
my favorite part
too. I love my hair. I really love my hair. It looks so fake, but I love it so much. Okay, so
today we are going to be talking about two more Norse gods, Hela or Hel and Ratatoskr.
Yes, it's gonna be so fun. So, if you would like to go first with our dear little Ratatoskr.
Yes, I will be talking about Ratatoskr. He actually does not have a lot of information on him. I actually had to go to one of my companions. My companion Kay, she just got married, and her husband is actually a Norse pagan whose patron is Ratatoskr. I had to go to him for like symbols and what he specifically associates with Ratatoskr and some offerings that he personally gives to him. These are not universal, but they're a pretty good idea. So Ratatoskr's biggest story is that he is a red squirrel that runs between the realms on the world tree. How to say it?
Yggdrasil.
Yes. Yes. He runs through the realms from the bottom to the top and back down again. And one of his most prominent traits is that he likes to spread rumors and gossip between the eagle that lives on the top of the tree of life, named Edgar, or and then at the bottom, in the roots of the tree is a dragon named Nidhogger, and and Ratatoskr will jump between these two and pretty much just cause trouble by, saying, like, hey, Nidhogger, Edgar says that you're ugly. Stuff like that. Like, he's like a messenger between the realms, but some people depict him as wanting to destroy the Tree of Life, probably because he doesn't like his job. And others depict him as simply a messenger who has to bring bad messages. And he's not purposefully trying to make the strenuous relationship harder, but that he has to bring bad news between them and they don't like it. So there's two different, thoughts on him. His symbols According to my companion's husband, are claws, teeth, the colors red and orange, and some of the offerings that he gives are acorns and branches, the feather of an eagle, which I'm going to stop right here and say that's not really something that us people can give, because eagle feathers are illegal to own unless you are of, I think, Native American descent and it's part of a religion, a closed culture religion. Otherwise, no. If you aren't Native American in the U.S. specifically, or
unless you somehow own an eagle. Which is not very common. You would need an exotic animal license for that one. And, at least work for a zoo.
Yeah, at least in the U.S., it's illegal to own a lot of different type of bird feathers or bird parts. So that's not something we can really give. But another thing he gives them is lizard scales, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's really
And he also likes to tell him gossip stories. Like, when he was telling me about it, he was like, just think of Housewives of New Jersey when you tell stories. Like, just be overly dramatic. He loves it.
That's super cool.
Right?
I like that. Now I know I can just go to Ratatoskr and talk a bunch of shit.
Yeah, just talk a bunch of sass. And the fun thing is, you could talk a bunch of sass about, like, coworkers of yours, and it will never get back to them because you're telling them to Ratatoskr.
Yeah.
And Ratatoskr is not going to tell them.
Yeah, he don't snitch.
He ain't no snitch, not unless he's feeling spicy.
Which, sometimes he's gonna wanna.
He's gonna wanna
start
spicy.
some shit.
By the way, there's eyeballs in my drink.
Yeah, we went a little crazy on Halloween decorations. We made another video, obviously. Well, we won't link it in the description, but it might be over to the side somewhere, where we made DIY pumpkin candles, which are super cute, and I'm actually really excited over them. They're adorable, and I can't wait to light them.
There's really not much else I could find on him. He's actually pretty obscure. He really didn't. Every time that I looked up anything about him, the game Smite came into the search results.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I was like, no, I don't want to know about that. I want to know about...
He's actually a character in a video game. Mm-hmm. I think that's super, super cool. I think
that's adorable. But, like, I'd like to know actual lore, please.
Yeah, no kidding.
I also, I even looked in when I was Googling it, going through the searches, trying to find a reliable source, I actually found an encyclopedia, like an e-copy of an encyclopedia, and that's literally all it said too. Like, that's all it had was.
There's really not much about
to jump between the realms and up and down the tree of life and cause sass.
I guess that's pretty much all you need to know about him. I don't know.
I feel like there should be more.
Yeah, there should definitely be more information, but you know, that's the problem with most Norse deities is they just don't have a lot of information about it.
Oh wait, there's one other thing.
What?
A lot of scholars think that Ratatoskr is like supposed to be like equal to something called Rati, which was a drill that the god Odin used to drill into a mountain, and he shapeshifted into a serpent, went inside, and inside the mountain was this mead that was made by the wisest man that ever lived. And this mead was, when you drink it, was supposed to give you infinite amounts of wisdom. And so Odin used Rati to drill through the mountain, and, you know, he went in as a serpent, grabbed all the mead, turned into an eagle, and flew out, and flew to Asgard and shared the mead with everyone.
That's super cool.
And, you know, that's another reason, the reason why they think Ratatoskr is Rati is because, again, Rati and Ratatoskr are, like, another thing they like to call him is like gnawing tooth,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them have that.
Yeah.
They like call him the gnawing tooth, and they call Rati the gnawing tooth. They also both stories of Rati and Ratatoskr involve a serpent-like creature and an eagle.
Yep.
So, another story that I found.
That's super cool. I really like him. Alright, so I'm going to be talking about Hel, which I feel a really strong connection with her simply because she is the daughter of my main patron. Yes. So,
She's
Hel,
also pretty chill.
she's very awesome. I love her. But, here we go. So,
Can't go wrong with a death deity.
right? Okay, so Hel is essentially the Norse version of Hades.
But lady.
But a girl, obviously.
But a lady.
Her name means hidden, and a lot of people think that's referencing toward the fact that, the dead who are buried underground are hidden from the living. Fun fact. She is also known as Halia, Hel, or Hela. She is a giantess / goddess. It's kind of unclear whether or not she's a giantess or a goddess or both. She rules under Hel, or the underworld. She is the daughter of Loki and Angerboda, the giantess. And she is presented as being greedy, harsh, or cruel, or at the very least
Indifferent.
Yeah, very indifferent toward the plight of the living or the dead. She doesn't really care. A lot of the time she is depicted as literally split in half. One half of her is black and the other half is white, or the other one half is a beautiful woman and then the other half is skeletal. She can also be split in half here, where the top is beautiful and the bottom is skeletal. It was just explained differently depending on the source. One of my favorite stories about her, and one that she was presented the most prominently, was in the story of the death of Balder. Now, the gods, mourning the death of Balder, sent the god Hermod, or Hermod, I can't pronounce his name, to the underworld to bargain with Hel to get Balder back. And Hel, being, the smart aleck that she is,
She's
told
so sassy.
Hermod that if it was clear that every single living thing in the universe was weeping over the loss of Balder, that she would give him back to the living. And so Hermod went around with the rest of the gods, and everything in the universe was weeping for the loss of Balder, except one giantess, believed to be Loki in disguise, did not. She simply refused. So, of course, the bargain that Hermod struck with Hel was broken, and they didn't get Balder back.
Me though.
What?
Me though.
You're right.
I strive to be like that.
Some of her associations, of course, are colors black and white. Her offerings include black bread, black cloth, wine.
Everything.
Yeah, black everything, literally. Wine, dark chocolates, coffee beans, black and white candles,
I totally
black
agree with
or
her
white
on the
candles.
dark chocolate.
Yeah, right. I love dark chocolate. She likes skull symbols. What is this? Bones. She likes bones. She likes yew. Y-E-U. I don't really know what that is.
It's
I
a
know
yew tree.
I know it's okay.
It's
I knew it was a plant.
It's a tree that's not only just associated with her, but it's also associated with Hades, I think.
Yeah, I know.
And Persephone.
And of course,
Okay.
black onyx. And get this, some people actually like to include pictures of their deceased loved ones as an offering to her, which I thought was super, super cool.
Right.
And Samhain, or Samhain, however you like to pronounce it, and Yule are two holidays that are celebrated in her honor typically, which I think is super cool with Samhain coming up. So yeah, that's it for our Norse gods and goddesses,
Yay.
which was awesome. I got to talk about my deities, and it was super cool. So next week, I believe we're going to be starting on the Hindi.
Yeah, I think we're starting on Hindi Deities.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome.
Neither of us know anything about them or how to pronounce them, so I'm going to apologize in advance for not pronouncing them correctly.
Yeah, we're gonna feel super, super bad, but we also had the same issue with the Celtic gods and goddesses, and it's super easy to mispronounce names like this, especially when you're not from that culture.
Also, no, never mind. I was going to say fun fact about the Celtic names. There are 3 main dialects and like 100 other types of dialects. So even if you say it right in one dialect, you're wrong in all the rest.
Fair enough.
So you technically can't say it wrong. You're going to be wrong either way, so...
So yeah, after this video gets uploaded, we're going to edit and upload the pumpkin candle video, which is going to be awesome. And we're also going to reveal some of our spooky Halloween decorations that we got this year. And of course, we're going to get a lot more. Honestly, I know I'm going to get a lot more. I don't know about you, but...
I think I'm good, actually. I got a lot. If you want to leave a like, subscribe, join the Spook Squad.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Like, I love getting notified that we got new subscribers. Actually, I got the name of one of our subscribers today. It was really interesting. We finally hit 40 subscribers, and I'm super excited about this because if we keep going the way we're going, we're going to hit 50 by New Year.
Yes.
I want to hit 50 by New Year's at least.
Right.
So,
and then, you can hit the notification bell so you know every time that we update.
Anyway, have a wonderful night/day and many blessings to all of you. Every single one.